Hi, this is Robert Radcliffe and welcome back to my blog. So an important topic is choosing a realtor that specializes in an area. You know, I've noticed over the years of doing this, 20 years matter of fact, that a lot of the public will hire a realtor just based on knowing them. You know, and you wouldn't be a California resident if you didn't know at least 6 real estate agents or people with a real estate license. So choosing an agent that specializes in an area or areas is critically important. You know, most agents will work wherever their license takes them. You know, and in my case, working here in Los Angeles, I have received hundreds of calls from real estate agents that I don't even know if they've been in Pacific Palisades, Malibu, or Brentwood, or Santa Monica ever. And they'll call on a listing of mine and they can't even pronounce the name of the street and they don't know where it is. And you know, it's just shocking to me because I'm thinking to myself as we're setting up an appointment for them, wow, does their client know that they're not familiar with this area at all? If they don't know how to pronounce the name of the street, they don't know where it's located, they obviously haven't seen the house, they don't know the value of the home. So how can they best protect, guide their client, their buyer, in what I got to assume is one of the buyer's most important and largest financial decisions? The same thing goes for when representing a seller. You know, there are times, not many, but there are times when a homeowner here in our community is represented by an agent from outside the area. Now, how it's critical that the agent that represents a seller knows the neighborhood is not only determining value as far as an asking price, which of course is critically important, but also during negotiations. You know, if an offer comes in or when an offer comes in, you know, the question for a homeowner is, do you think it's better that your agent knows all the relative comparable sales that have sold within the last year or 6 months in order to defend the homeowner's price when it comes to negotiating? Because a lot of times when I'm representing a seller, a buyer's agent will present an offer, sometimes an out-of-area buyer's agent, and start using sales that have sold recently that have really no relevance to the subject property. You know, they might be referencing it's a 20,000 square foot lot, Rob, just like your listing. And I'll have to bring to that agent's attention, yeah, but that 20,000 square foot lot, half of it is a downslope or an upslope and isn't even usable. Therefore, that sale is a 10,000 square foot lot as far as usable land. So these, you know, this knowledge of those homes that have sold in the neighborhood are, again, not to overuse the word critical, but critical in knowing how to best represent a seller when selling their property as well. So with all that said, choose your realtor based on an area that they specialize in. The Radcliffe Group, we specialize in 4 zip codes, and that's Brentwood, Pacific Palisades, Santa Monica, and Malibu. And your realtor should only work in a specialized area, unlike many realtors that'll work, again, wherever they can. This is Robert Radcliffe. I hope this information has been useful, and thanks for watching my blog.